15 Most Haunted Houses in Australia. Would you dare to enter? Australia is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, vibrant wildlife, and rich cultural heritage. However, hidden within its picturesque borders are some of the most haunted houses you'll ever hear about. From eerie mansions to spooky homesteads, these locations are steeped in history and filled with chilling tales of ghostly encounters. In this video, we'll take you on a thrilling journey through the top 15 haunted houses in Australia, places where the past refuses to stay buried, and the supernatural is just a knock on the door away. Each location has its own unique character and haunting stories that continue to captivate the imagination of locals and paranormal enthusiasts alike. So, are you brave enough to enter these haunted realms? Join us as we explore the ghostly legends and eerie experiences that await you in some of Australia's most notorious haunted houses. Are you ready to face the spirits of the past? 1. The House on the Hill, Victoria. High on a lonely hill in Victoria sits an old, dilapidated structure known simply as the House on the Hill. This private residence has stood witness to over a century of history. Yet its story is steeped in mystery and intrigue. Local legends tell of a family who once inhabited this house but vanished without a trace, leaving behind an eerie silence and strange occurrences that still linger. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly figures standing at the windows, shadows flitting through empty rooms, and doors that slam shut on their own. The most chilling encounters are said to be with a woman in white, a heartbroken bride who was left at the altar, eternally searching for her lost love. Those who dare to step inside may feel her sorrowful presence lingering in the air, trapped between this world and the next. The house, with its haunting past, invites those curious enough to uncover the secrets hidden within its decaying walls. 2. Warina Homestead, South Australia. On the outskirts of Millicent lies the once grand Warina Homestead, an abandoned house shrouded in a sinister reputation. Built in the 19th century, this homestead served as a home for early settlers, yet not all of them found the peace they sought. The spirit of a young girl, believed to have met a tragic fate on the property, is often seen playing among the overgrown gardens or wandering the shadowy halls. Visitors frequently report hearing her laughter echoing through the empty rooms, a haunting sound that lingers long after the moment passes, even though no one else is present. But the little girl is not alone in this ghostly realm. Others have claimed to see dark, shadowy figures lurking in the corners, their presence felt as an oppressive energy that weighs heavily on anyone brave enough to enter. Warina Homestead may appear like just another old house, a relic of the past, but those who visit quickly realize it's a place where the spirits refuse to rest. The air is thick with stories of loss and longing, inviting curiosity and trepidation from those who dare to explore its haunted corridors. 3. Prince Henry Hospital Nurses' Quarters, New South Wales. Set against the dramatic backdrop of windswept cliffs at Little Bay, the Prince Henry Hospital Nurses' Quarters may appear peaceful, but it conceals dark tales of tragedy and lingering spirits. Originally home to nurses in the early 20th century, the quarters have developed an unsettling atmosphere that clings to its walls. Some say the ghost of a former nurse, who tragically took her own life, now wanders the halls. At night, her shadowy figure appearing just beyond the corner of your eye. Visitors have reported hearing footsteps pacing through empty corridors, accompanied by the inexplicable movement of objects. Although the building has since become part of a residential area, the ghostly whispers of its past continue to echo. As you explore the former quarters, you may suddenly feel an inexplicable chill or hear the faint echoes of those who once dedicated their lives to caring for the sick, ghosts of a time long gone but not forgotten. 4. Annandale House, New South Wales. Nestled in the heart of Sydney, Annandale House has gained a reputation as one of the city's most haunted locations. Constructed in the 1880s, this grand Victorian home was once a symbol of opulence, but tragedy soon marred its history. The original owner's wife is said to have died under mysterious circumstances, and her restless spirit reportedly still wanders the halls of her former home. Visitors to Annandale House have experienced eerie encounters with a ghostly woman dressed in period clothing, her ethereal figure gliding silently through the rooms at night. Many have reported hearing footsteps in the halls and whispers that seem to emanate from empty rooms, heightening the sense of unease that envelopes the house. Current residents, although accustomed to these strange happenings, admit that the atmosphere can be particularly unsettling, especially after dark. If you ever find yourself passing by this historic residence, take a closer look. You might just catch a glimpse of the house's spectral inhabitants, forever entwined in its storied past. 5. Gladesville Mental Hospital Superintendent's House, New South Wales. While Gladesville Mental Hospital itself has a macabre history, it is the superintendent's house that stands as the true focal point of paranormal activity. This stately old home, once the residence of the hospital's overseer, is rumored to be haunted by the spirits of those who perished within the nearby asylum. Stories of ghostly apparitions, sudden cold drafts, and unexplained sounds fill the air of this house, creating an unsettling atmosphere that lingers long after sunset. One of the most famous sightings is that of a former superintendent, believed to still roam the halls, tending to his long-forgotten patients. Some visitors claim to have seen shadowy figures flitting by the windows or felt the presence of unseen entities observing them from the shadows. The house has fallen into disrepair, adding to its eerie allure, but for those brave enough to visit, it offers a chilling glimpse into the lives and deaths of the souls that once inhabited the hospital, inviting exploration into its haunted history. 6. Glenbar Homestead, Victoria. Built in the late 1800s, Glenbar Homestead is celebrated for its stunning architecture and captivating gardens, but it is also known for its supernatural activity. This historic home has long been rumored to be haunted by several spirits, with the most notable being a young boy who is often seen gazing out from the upstairs windows. According to local legend, the boy met a tragic end in the house, and his playful spirit has never truly departed. Guests who stay overnight at Glenbar Homestead report hearing a child's laughter echoing through the empty hallways, a sound that can both soothe and unsettle. Many have felt sudden cold spots in certain rooms, while some have even witnessed toys inexplicably moving on their own. Although the homestead presents itself as a peaceful retreat from the outside world, those who enter quickly learn that the past is never far away, as the echoes of history continue to resonate within its walls. 7. Ravenswood Homestead, Victoria. Welcome to Ravenswood Homestead, a stately old mansion with a deeply dark past. Constructed in the 1850s during the Gold Rush era, this sprawling estate has housed many inhabitants over the years, some of whom may never have left. The most famous spirit said to haunt Ravenswood is that of a former servant girl who died under suspicious circumstances. Her presence is often felt by visitors and staff alike, accompanied by reports of strange noises, furniture mysteriously moving on its own, and doors slamming shut without any explanation. Those brave enough to spend the night in Ravenswood speak of cold spots in certain areas, particularly in the servants' quarters, and an overwhelming sense of being watched by unseen eyes. Some even claim to have encountered the ghostly figure of the girl herself, drifting through the halls, forever bound to the house. If you're courageous enough to visit, prepare yourself for a chilling experience. Don't be surprised if you leave with more than just memories, as the spirits of Ravenswood may share their stories with you. 8. Abercrombie House, New South Wales. Nestled in the picturesque hills of Bathurst, New South Wales, Abercrombie House stands as a grand Gothic-style mansion, its elegant facade masking a chilling secret. Constructed in the 1870s, this historic estate is not just a beautiful architectural marvel but also a hotspot for paranormal activity. It is said to be haunted by multiple spirits, each with their own haunting story. Among them is the ghost of a former maid who reportedly died under mysterious circumstances while diligently attending to her duties in the house. Visitors often report sightings of her spectral figure standing at the windows, seemingly watching over the estate as if still on duty. Guests have described a feeling of being closely observed, accompanied by the unsettling experience of soft whispers and faint footsteps echoing through the halls in the dead of night. Many have witnessed doors opening and closing on their own, and objects mysteriously moving without any explanation, heightening the eerie atmosphere that envelopes Abercrombie House. Paranormal investigators have flocked to this location, documenting strange phenomena and capturing ghostly evidence, further solidifying its reputation as a haunted landmark. The current owners acknowledge the house's storied past and the ghostly residents who seem to refuse to leave. For those brave enough to step inside, Abercrombie House offers an immersive experience that may just bring you face to face with the echoes of a bygone era. 9. Maitland Jail Governor's House, New South Wales. While Maitland Jail is notorious for its infamous prisoners and eerie history, it is the governor's house that truly captivates the imagination of ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. This once luxurious residence housed the jail's governors and their families, but today, it is the site of numerous paranormal reports and spine-chilling encounters. People who have explored the governor's house often speak of experiencing cold spots, sudden feelings of dread, and sightings of ghostly figures flitting about the property. One of the most famous apparitions is that of a former governor who is said to haunt the house long after his death, his presence felt in the chilling atmosphere that permeates the rooms. Visitors recount tales of doors mysteriously opening and closing on their own, accompanied by the unsettling sound of footsteps echoing through the empty halls at night. If you find yourself in Maitland, the governor's house offers an unnerving reminder that even the most elegant homes can harbor dark secrets, making it a must-visit for those intrigued by the paranormal and the tales of the past. 10. Stirling Homestead, Western Australia. Built in the 19th century, Stirling Homestead in Western Australia is a grand estate with a ghostly reputation that has captured the attention of many. This historic house has witnessed generations come and go, but whispers persist that not all of its former residents have moved on. The spirit of Sir James Stirling, the original owner, is rumored to wander the halls, forever tied to the land he once called home. Visitors have reported seeing a tall, shadowy figure drifting through the rooms, often accompanied by the distinct smell of pipe tobacco, an aroma associated with Stirling, who was known to smoke. Others have experienced the unnerving sounds of slamming doors, rattling windows, and strange lights flickering in the dimly lit rooms, all of which contribute to the homestead's unsettling ambience. One of the most chilling accounts comes from those who have entered the library, where Stirling is said to have spent much of his time. Many have felt an inexplicable coldness settle in the air, making the hairs on the back of their neck stand on end. For anyone brave enough to visit Stirling Homestead, it offers more than just a glimpse into Australia's colonial past. It serves as a portal to the otherworldly, where the spirits of history linger, eager to share their tales. 11. Arran Bank House, Victoria. Tucked away in the suburbs of Melbourne, Arran Bank House stands as an imposing mansion steeped in haunting history. Built in the early 1900s, this once grand residence was home to a wealthy family, but over the years, tragedy has struck, leaving behind a lingering specter. The spirit of a young woman, believed to have died tragically within its walls, is said to haunt Erin Bank House to this very day. Guests have reported seeing her ghostly figure wandering the hallways at night, often accompanied by a sudden, chilling drop in temperature. This ethereal presence is often felt more intensely in certain areas of the house, where flickering lights, slamming doors, and eerie voices calling out in the dead of night add to the unsettling ambience. The attic is particularly notorious for its paranormal activity, with many visitors describing a heavy, oppressive energy that makes it difficult to breathe. For those who dare to venture into Erin Bank House, it offers a chilling glimpse into the supernatural realm, inviting visitors to explore the boundaries between the living and the dead. The mansion, with its haunting 12, Prospect House, Tasmania. Located in the tranquil Tasmanian countryside, Prospect House is a beautifully preserved Georgian mansion that conceals a haunting tale. It is said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who met a tragic end on the property. Guests have reported hearing faint sounds of weeping at night and occasionally spotting a spectral figure in 19th-century clothing wandering the halls. The cellar is particularly active, with cold drafts and objects moving on their own. Some visitors have even felt a ghostly hand brush against them in the darkness. Despite its picturesque surroundings, the haunting atmosphere lingers, leaving a lasting impression on all who visit. 13. Lanyon Homestead, Act just outside Canberra. Lanyon Homestead is a historic property rich in colonial history and paranormal activity. The most famous spirit is that of a former servant who is believed to have died under mysterious circumstances. Many visitors report feeling an eerie presence in the dining room, known for sudden cold spots and unexplained footsteps. Whispers can be heard in the stables, and shadowy figures are often seen moving across the gardens at dusk. Whether you're interested in history or the supernatural, Lanyon Homestead promises an unforgettable experience filled with intrigue. 14. Woolston House, Queensland. Woolston House, a 19th-century homestead near Brisbane, is known for its ghostly encounters. Visitors have reported seeing a woman in old-fashioned clothing standing at the windows and experiencing furniture moving on its own. Many overnight guests claim to hear whispers and footsteps in the halls, even when alone. Paranormal investigators have documented strange phenomena, adding to the house's haunted reputation. Woolston House offers more than just a glimpse into the past. It's a place where the boundary between the living and the dead feels very thin. 15. Monte Cristo Homestead, New South Wales. Welcome to Australia's most haunted house, the Monte Cristo Homestead. This Victorian-era mansion, perched atop a hill in New South Wales, has been the epicenter of eerie tales and ghostly encounters since its construction in the 1800s. The Crawley family, who built this grand estate, seemed cursed by tragedy, with misfortune shadowing their lives. Mrs. Crawley, known as a stern and cold woman, supposedly never left the house for 23 years, and after her death, her spirit is believed to linger within its walls. But she's not alone in this haunting. Visitors have reported numerous sightings of a ghostly maid who tragically fell to her death, a stable boy who was burned alive in a horrific accident, and even a child who died after being dropped down the stairs. Those brave enough to visit have encountered cold spots, flickering lights, and disembodied voices echoing through the halls. For those who dare to spend the night, Monte Cristo offers overnight stays, but be warned, those who enter may leave with a spine-chilling story of their own, as the restless spirits of the past continue to haunt the present. And there you have it, folks, the top 15 haunted houses in Australia. Each of these locations is steeped in history, brimming with tales of tragedy, mystery, and the unexplained. These aren't just old buildings, they're gateways to the past, where the echoes of bygone eras still linger in the air. Whether you're a true believer in the supernatural or a curious skeptic, one thing's for certain, the eerie energy in these homes is palpable. Picture this, shadows flitting across the walls, soft whispers in the stillness of the night, and the unmistakable feeling that you're not alone. It's enough to send shivers down your spine. So, if you ever find yourself wandering near one of these ghostly dwellings, ask yourself, do you have the courage to step inside and face the unknown? Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories. Who knows what other chilling adventures we'll uncover together? Stay tuned.